I was very, very high in mercury, very, very high. I'd had 7 fillings. I'd also had a metal implant in me as well, which I've since had removed. And I've had metal allergy tests done with Melisa showing that I actually had an allergy to some of the metals that I had in me. So not only was it mercury poisoning, it was various other things. And obviously being electrical creatures and metals in us really does screw with us. My belief was that if I had a clear mind, because I had a lot of brain fog and anxiety at one point, if I had a clear mind, then I could figure out how to fix the body. So starting with nootropics and smart drugs and all these things.
Kind of the thing I talk about a lot is that at the end of the day, we're all biohackers in some sense, right? You know, if you're adjusting the temperature in your home, or you're cooking food, or you're, exercising, at the end of the day, we're biohacking.
Oh, we're all biohackers. We have been for a long time, but it's a newer label. Cavemen were, I guess you could class us as biohackers, because everything that we do is using technology to give us a better life. For instance, the first caveman, as Dave Asprey says in Superhuman, I think it is his book, cavemen, or our ancestors, were biohackers, like using fire to cook food, to kill bacteria off and things like that. Biohacking is actually a mindset. It's a systemic approach to optimizing your health. And biohacking is ultimately the art and science, should I say, of optimizing your health using nature and technology combined when you can't get to nature in general. So yeah, those are the two things that used to trigger me, and I've learned to let go of them while I was traveling on 10 weeks. It was one of the actually I figured out without realizing it. And the other thing is the learning from that was that if you like someone 95% of the time, not to judge them on the 5% of the bad, and love them for what they are opposed to what they're not, and just watch them work through it in time. And I think as a result, I've learned to really let go and enjoy people a lot more, appreciating for what they're great for. So yeah, so that's how I would wrap that. Whereas now I focus on optimizing myself, but sharing it with other people. And I think I couldn't have arrived at those things without having got ill in the first place. So I'm very grateful to have got ill, but I'm very grateful to let go of a lot of it as well. I've got to be honest, because I've been through tough times, but at the same time, I'm grateful for it.
So it's a pet peeve, but it's also this beautiful, blossom or flower that comes from that. And I think that's just from a person that does the work. I mean, at the end of the day, we've got to do our work on ourselves before we can really, really help anyone else, and so if that's what you're here to do, and if that's what I'm here to do, then we have to continually work on ourselves so that we can help as many people as we can.